11 life paths. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. I hope everyone's been taking care of their energy, frequency, and vibration. Team 11. Make sure you guys comment that. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, guys. I had a guy, I was on TikTok, and I had some dude who, I came across this video, and he's like, oh, master numbers don't exist. There's no 11s. There's no 22s. There's no 33s. And he was making this video, and I got kind of pissed off, honestly. I'm joking. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I'm joking. I kind of got a little pissed off, okay? And I'm just like, why would you say that? Why? Why would you say that, okay? And then he gave his reasoning, okay? He's like, if 11 is a master number, why can't they get any work done? Why are they so emotional all the time? Why are they so, why are they in chaos a lot of the times? And if I'm going to be very honest with you, I'm like, he has a point. I'm an 11, okay? I have the privilege to say this, okay? I'm like, he has a point. He has a point. Kind of has a point, because if you think about it, most of the 11s that I've talked to have, a lot of them have, there's a lot of things that have happened to them, and it could be very chaotic. It could be very chaotic for most of us, okay? Including me. But then I really pondered on what he said. And I'm like, all these people that came in the past, right? Whether it was Jesus, Krishna, Muhammad, Buddha, do you know that these people, some of them were called crazy? And a lot of people shunned them. And a lot of people thought that these people were very weird and strange at the time. But till this day, a lot of folks follow them. And then I started thinking, I'm like, yeah, if I was him, from his perspective, which is subjective, okay, I would think the same, right? I would be like, what is going on? But the inner alchemization and the knowing belongs to the 11s. Because we experience this vibration day to day, month to month, second by second. We experience the dreams. We experience the veil is very thin. It's paranormal, right? It's paranormal for us. We're living a very paranormal type of life. Now, for me, I'm going to be very honest with you. I have a Capricorn moon at an erratic degree, which is the 29th degree, which is the coldest moon sign in all of astrology. It's ruled by Saturn. So even though, according to astrology, I have the coldest moon sign, and it is pretty accurate, if I'm going to be honest. This is not to stunt or anything. It has its pros and cons, okay? I still feel the very, very deep vibrations that are in the unseen world through my body. Okay, I feel them on a very deep level. I might not act out on them. Very earthy in astrology. but I do feel them. Now, this is why, by the way, I'm going to say astrology matters a lot. A lot. If you're an 11, if you want to book a reading with me, at the link in my bio, I'm giving readings too now. If the moment you understand that this is the type of energy that the 11 has, that the vast majority of people cannot feel, okay? They will always look at us in a way, if they are judging us, right? Which, by the way, judgment is the causation of the root, one of the root causations of all sorts of suffering, right? And if you do that, you really won't know what's going on. Now, as an 11, I'm going to say something. A lot of the things that he said were true, right? A lot of the things he said were true. But you still can't deny that we're called master numbers. You can't deny that. And that's for a reason, and I'll tell you why. Now, this part is going to be why. The greater your purpose in this life, this is why if you talk to any 11, you can comment and let me know. All right, let us know how you feel about this. I've never met an 11 that wants to have a mediocre life. Never, ever, ever. And if you look at most people are fine being mediocre. Like, I'm not even joking. If you talk to most people, they want to be mediocre. They love it. I'm not joking. Talk to them and they're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm glad, right? I'm not even joking. Like, go talk to people day to day and you're going to notice that, right? When your soul mission is so high, when you think so big, a lot of times you could be crippled by your own thoughts, called analysis paralysis, where you're procrastinating on taking any sorts of action in your life. That's what I did for a long time in my life, right? But I'm like, dude, I gotta get some shit done. Like, I cannot just do like anything mediocre. So I have to get things done. And at that point, I learned how I need a certain routine. And another, what I do as an 11 is I need to lift very heavy weights. Like, I need to, not just to look good. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. But not just because of that, but what it does to the mind. For me, cardio works. I do core cardio every day. But I have to lift. I have to lift. I have to lift heavy. Because remember, like, again, your body is a very sophisticated, advanced technology. And when you're an 11, you feel it very deeply. You feel the body deeply. And when you are not taking care of the body, it starts to affect your psyche like a lot. Now, for all my 11s, I'm gonna say this. See, you are the black sheep in society. You just are. Because you're cut from a different cloth. You're cut from a different cloth. So understand, the vast majority of people are not going to understand you. That's just the mere truth. That's like the mere truth in this society. The vast majority of these people are not going to understand you because they do not vibe like you do. Not saying we're better than them. Not saying they're better than us. But I'm just saying that it is. Okay? Now, in my opinion, The goal is not to convince anyone if we're master numbers or not. I'm never gonna do that. I don't have time to do that to you, okay? But it's just to realize on how society, some very few people that are like, oh, these are not master numbers because they're so emotional, on how society views us, because they don't really understand the type of life. And this is why I've told you guys, I've had a video on like the childhood trauma that a lot of 11s have experienced. They don't understand what happens to a lot of us. They don't get it. They don't get it, because when you go through, and this is why I kind of compare the 11s to Scorpio energy. It's very Scorpion. Like I've thought about this deeply. Just the thought came to me, and I'm like, Scorpio is a very malefic planet in astrology, right? I mean, a sign, but the sign is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is a very malefic planet. It's all about death and rebirth and things of that nature, right? And by the way, let me know this. Do you feel like you've lived this life like at least 100 times? Because I do. Like, I feel like I've lived this life, and I'm outpacing myself. Like, I keep growing, I keep moving, I keep going, right? It's like death and rebirth, ideas. This is why, like, it's like recreation of thyself. It's like you cannot be the same person. If you go watch my videos from 2 years ago, I'm a different person now, right? I'm a very different person right now, because I can't stay in the same mindset. And it's a very mysterious, Scorpio is a mysterious sign, right? You know how many times I've been told by people, yo, you are very mysterious. And you know what it is? Here's my theory. You know how a lot of the things that we feel cannot be explained? And what can't be explained in words becomes a mystery to people. So when they look at us and they're like, oh, this person's mysterious. Why? Because we attract what someone said. 90% of the streamers that are online, 90% of them have been through very, 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 very dark childhood and like very dark life. And because he went through a perpetual amount of like abuse, trauma, neglect, or whatever, it's like they became streamers and very good ones, right? And that's like, when people see when they look at you, they can tell that you're not a normal person. And when that cannot be communicated to their psyche, you leave them confused. You really do. You really, really do. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And what I'm gonna say is right now, for all my 11s that are stagnated, feel free to book a reading with me, but at the same time, if you are not working on yourself, and I'm being honest over here, because I see what they're saying. I see what they're saying, right? Like, I'm not arrogant. I'm not ignorant. What the guy was saying, I could see what he was saying, right? I could be like whatever he said, where he's like, oh, why can't these people get any, like, they're like always emotional, and they're like, why do they always, like, some guy said that we're crybabies, and I'm like, dude, I'm observing his perspective. I'm not agreeing to it, I'm observing it. And it's like, okay, if you are like that as an 11 though, In my opinion, IMO. That was so cringe. I just feel like the antidote to that is to just take perpetual action on your highest passion. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because as 11, like, I know, bro, like, there are so many people that, you know how many messages I've got from me? This is not to, like, bro, like, I'm a speck of dust. Like, when I'm gone, probably no one's gonna remember me, honestly. But even seeing people message me, I'm like, yo, when are you uploading your next video? I need to watch a video from you. I need to, like, it's like, whoa. I'm making an impact. And think about it. How many people are on the verge of something major happening to them? And they're like, yo, I need to listen to you. And I'm directly speaking to you if you're an 11. Quick update for my page. If you've made it to this point, comment on the video. I want to honestly comment and be like, I made it. Or something, right? I want to see all the people that made it to the end. Quick update over here for the channel moving forward. This channel is going to have many different topics coming onto it about astrology, numerology, manifestation, because I've done a lot of that recently and I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to be talking about that, okay? So if you're interested in those type of topics, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I hate saying hit the like. I just hate saying that. That should just be like common courtesy. Okay, I'm joking. I'm not bad. You do it if you want, okay? Anyways, have yourself a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. 11 life paths. Take care now.